Okay, let's start with a little setup video because I feel like setting yourself up for success is going to really put you off on a good footing. So I actually like to have my 2 balls of yarn sitting in front of me. So whether I'm sitting on a couch and these would be on a coffee table in front of me, or here I'm sitting at a table essentially and these are in front of me. I just think you want to be in a position to be as least tangled and cluttered as possible because you are going to be switching the yarns over each other. So yeah, set it up nicely, you won't regret it. Second of all, I am all about pulling the yarn from the middle of the ball. If you do not know what I'm talking about, I have a whole separate video on this. So you might, without thinking, just always get your yarn, the end of your yarn, from the outside of the ball and kind of unravel it that way. But I find that the ball kind of rolls around and it's not a very seamless process. Whereas if you take your yarn from the middle of the ball, as you are pulling it, it's very smooth sailing. So if you do not know how to do that, I have a whole video on how to start your yarn ball from the middle, and I would really recommend that. Okay, so we've got our yarn out, and these are the little portions of yarn that we cut at the beginning, so we can just put them to the side. And the last thing I want to talk about is why I'm using circular needles to knit this project, which is Knit Flat. And because I really love it. It's my, I find it so much easier, less clunky, less heavy. I think straight chunky needles are great for when you are learning, but as you progress, I essentially knit everything on circular needles now, whether it is knitting flat or knitting in the round. And the reason for this is the actual needle part is a lot shorter, so I find you can be more nimble, and I feel like if we're doing some colour work, being nimble is a great thing to be. And secondly, as the project grows, obviously I'm doing a tiny jumper for my 2-year-old son, but if you're doing a larger project and as the project grows, if you're getting to the final stages of it, it can get quite heavy on the needles. I find when you use, I think it's an overall thing that happens, is the weight of the project goes on to the cord, and so it's not on the needles, so you're not kind of lugging the whole weight of the project on the needles. So again, if you have not experienced knitting flat on circular needles, I have a specific video for that which I will put in this playlist. So I would maybe have a little bit of a practice, and obviously before you even start the colour work you will do some rib stitch. So practice knitting flat on circular needles for your rib stitch, and then we will get into the colour work. So do your thing. If you already know, you know, so we'll see you in the next video anyway, but otherwise go and have a bit of a practice and see you there. Why am I puffing?